Jimmy Neutron. I've loved this show for a long time. It's been around for 20 years. I mean, I haven't loved it for that long. I'm not even that old. But I thought I would talk about something that technically kickstarted the series by a year back in 2001. I'm talking about the Jimmy Neutron movie. I've been wanting to talk about this movie for a long time. Even if it's just a standard, kind of generic kids movie, I really love it. It's a really charming and kind of cleverly written movie. Alright, first we gotta talk about the basic stuff, like the characters. Jimmy, most people say is unlikable. Personally, me, I like him a lot. He has a bunch of good characteristics that make him unlikable, but also likable too. And then there's Libby. She's kind of just there, especially in this movie. Then we got Sheen, one of the best characters to come out of media ever. His constant talk about Ultra Lord is amazing. If they released Ultra Lord as a show, I would totally watch it. 10 out of 10, Rotten Tomatoes, I gave it a 5-star. Then we got Carl, personally the best Nickelodeon character, the best cartoon character, the best animated character. No, there's no line in this entire movie that he says that isn't cleverly written. He is the epitome of Nickelodeon cartoon animation characters. Carl is a god among beings. Then we got Cindy, one of my personal favorite characters. She's kind of like a rival to Jimmy in this movie. She becomes more of like a love interest in the show, but she's still a rival, mostly in season 1 and kind of season 2. By season 3, you know, it's basically just all love interest. But I really like her character a lot. It's pretty cool. She has a different design in this movie, which I actually have the plush for. It's pretty cool because on eBay, I looked it up. This plush went for like $100, and I got it from a flea market for like $5, and it is still tagged. But her design will later be changed in this series. For me, what keeps me intrigued on Jimmy Neutron is the cast of characters. It has one of the most likable and best cast of characters in media ever. Alright, so the plot is Jimmy, he's this really smart kid, genius. Some might say he's a copy of Dexter, but I would say Jimmy is a better character than Dexter. I have not seen Dexter's Laboratory, but just judging that Carl is in the same show as Jimmy, I'm pretty sure there's no contest there. But basically, this theme park, Retroland, is opening on a school night. I don't really know why, but Jimmy wants to go, but his parents are like, oh no, maybe we could wait till like the weekend or something, huh? Just wait a few days. And he's like, no! You know, he's got a good point. So he sneaks out. Such a bad boy. But basically, what he does is he goes to Retroland, okay? He has so much fun, but he wishes that parents didn't exist. That way they could have fun all the time. His wish might have come true. You see, these aliens, Yokians, take their parents to space, and when Jimmy and all the other kids wake up, they see this letter on their fridge saying, we went to Florida, okay, bye, in some robotic text. Honestly, these aliens are really convincing. I actually genuinely thought, because I went blind and deaf, that part of the movie, I just looked that up on Wikipedia to find out what the plot was, that I honestly thought Jimmy's parents just left. Anyways, very quickly after the parents are gone, the children just get sick of it and they want to get their parents again. Like, it's literally like a couple days and they already want their parents. So they just take all the amusement rides and fly into space with this really cool song, Kids in America, probably one of my favorite scenes, if not the best scene in the movie. So they go into space and basically like a bit later, it's kind of just filler for sort of, they get to the actual alien planet and he sees his dad, but he's like, and he legit snitches on him. Like, my boy Hugh, what are you doing? How are you gonna snitch on your son? Then a bit later, Jimmy and his friends have to fight like this giant dinosaur chicken thing, and it's pretty cool. Also one of the best parts of the movie. And yeah, then he saves his parents, and there's not much to that. This movie doesn't have the biggest plot, you know, like I said, it's just a standard kind of like kids plot, you know. It's not that complex, even for, like, it's going against stuff like the SpongeBob movie. That has more plot than this movie, I think. I mean, that also is a Nickelodeon movie. But this is very heavily just kids movie plot. And then they get back home and they have some burping soda, and Carl and Jimmy, they're laughing, and the movie ends on a pretty good note. I really like this movie, if you couldn't already tell. I haven't talked about the most. It has one of the best cast of characters, and I didn't even talk about all of them. There's a couple other shows like Phineas and Ferb that rival the cast of characters. I feel like if the cast had different characters and stuff, they're completely different, I do not think this movie would have worked as well. The characters is what really sells it for me. I really like this movie. It's one of my favorite movies. I still don't know why, but I love it. It's one of my favorite Nickelodeon movies, favorite animated movies, just favorite animated movies of all time, and should have been the Oscar winner of 2001. And so that was Jimmy Neutron Boy Genius. What a fantastic movie.